All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. As usual, it is Wednesday, Wanderlust Wednesday, and we all know what that means. Perhaps an artist you don't know, or a record you don't know from an artist you know, maybe even one you haven't heard in a while. We're mixing it up a little bit. I do have some artists that perhaps maybe you haven't heard before. We're going to bring those down the pike a little bit later on. A lot of those are singer-songwriters, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'll combine them with a Slowdown Sunday in an episode where we get that all done. We'll see. But today, we're going back. Yesterday, we were at 1992, were we not? 93? Anyway, we're going back May 17th, 1992. Melissa Etheridge again. We're doing Melissa Etheridge. We just did her debut. Like I said, I don't make the calendar, I just report on it. She dropped her third album, Never Enough. Why am I doing this on a Wednesday, people? That's a good question. Well, first of all, there's going to be some deep cuts on here that I want to concentrate on. And frankly, I don't know that it sold very well for her. As of 2010, I read that it had sold 997,000 copies. Maybe it must have broken 1 million in the last 11 years, I would think. But coming off her second album, now she had her awesome debut. She followed that up with another record that was also pretty good. And then she had a 3-year break. That's pretty risky, right? A 3-year break. And then she puts out this record, and people are probably thinking to themselves, wow, I'm going to get more of Bring Me Some Water here. And they would be sadly mistaken here. This is a very different departure for her musically on a lot of different levels. And they released a single, but it didn't have a single with it, or it was hard to find. I mean, there was something going on there. Anyway, I love this record. I loved it when it came out. I played it all the time. I played the whole thing. There are plenty of ballads on this record, and we'll talk about 2 of them. But really, it's these other songs that are really, I just love them. And maybe it's just because it's nostalgia. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between nostalgia and quality. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but this reminds me of a certain time, and I like the songs. But so it's hard for me to be subjective, maybe. I don't know. I read reviews. Some people like this record a lot, and then I saw some people who wrote that they thought it was her worst record ever. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. All I know is I like it, and I would really like you guys to check out some of these songs and tell me what you think. So let's cut to it. It starts off with Ain't It Heavy? And yeah, it is heavy. This thing's got some serious bass to it. If you turn up this song, you're going to be like, what? This is a Melissa Etheridge record? This is just some serious rock and roll. This awesome song. 2001, next song. That's the single. That's a single that dropped. She led off with a single for that. That was just that was a bet right there. I mean, that was risky. 2001 also heavy, with heavy bass, heavy guitar. I mean, that could be the Edge on guitar. Listen to 2001, and you'd have to look up and be like, wait, did the Edge play on Melissa Etheridge's record? Because this thing is also heavy. Must Be Crazy for Me. I feel like they must have played that one on the radio, but Must Be Crazy for Me. Awesome. Another awesome song. Meet Me in the Back. Also one of my favorites. It starts off acoustic. You're sitting there listening to it. Oh, here's my first acoustic song from her on this record. And then 42 seconds in, boom, back to bass and guitar. I love the time changes on this. I like the way the time changes with her lyrics, the way she sings it. This one of my favorite songs on this whole record is Meet Me in the Back. Then you got 2 ballads we need to discuss. The Boy Feels Strange. That's just classic. That's like the Late September Dogs from her first album. Just pulls on your heartstrings there. The Boy Feels Strange, awesome. And It's For You, also another favorite of mine on this record. 2 slower songs that are just quality Melissa Etheridge. I mean, there's a lot to like here. There's the ballads. There's the fun rock and roll with like the barroom flirting innuendos. I mean, there's plenty of that to go around for everyone. This guitar player, his name is Stuart Smith. He would later be hired by the Eagles to replace Don Felder on guitar, to share lead guitar with Joe Walsh. He's been touring with the Eagles since 2001, and he even toured with Don Henley on his solo tours as well. So this is a different record for her. I think there's a lot to like in here. I need you to listen to all these songs and tell me what you think. Ain't It Heavy, 2001, Must Be Crazy for Me, Meet Me in the Back, The Boy Feels Strange, and It's For You. I feel like these are songs you never hear from Melissa Etheridge. If you won't hear them on satellite or anything. So check these out. Tell me what you think. If I have to pick one song of the day, just one, it's got to be Meet Me in the Back. Just love it. Could be Ain't It Heavy is pretty close, but we're going with Meet Me in the Back. Just love it. All right, check it out. I want your comments. You guys were slow on the Cure yesterday. Maybe it's because it wasn't Friday, but anyway, tell me what you think. I want some of you to take this challenge, listen to these songs, and tell me your thoughts. Have a great Wednesday. Looking forward to this week. We got another great episode tomorrow. Stay with me. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.